Okay, hi everybody. This is Jacklin again for the Jackals Den. And look, my Jackals Den is starting to look kind of cool. And I painted those, me, myself, and I. I'm a painter too. I don't know if you knew that or not. It's been a long time since I've touched the canvas though. A long time. I got to be on a certain frequency and vibration to write poetry or paint. There's my other pride and joy right there. Da, da, da. My IQ Cancer book, which is right here. And this is my channel, so I can brag a little bit. You guys are on my channel right now, IQ Cancer. Facebook. And this is my new buddy, Robert O. Young, the PH Miracle. If you haven't heard of this one yet, I can't believe it. Even I had heard of it, and I'm not a huge bookstore guy. But like this is mainstream, which backs up this. Dr. Bernardo, my Bernardo's. Any of you been following me? Dr. Bernardo has been my guy since 2003, the year I met him at the Cancer Control Society in Los Angeles. I highly recommend you guys going to that event every year, Labor Day, Cancer Control Society. Look it up if you want to learn the latest and greatest of alternative holistic healing. I got most of my information from there to make I Cure Cancer 1. The movie, and now I'm making I Cure Cancer 2, the movie, who I'm making this guy one of the star, basically. He's my new Dr. Bernardo. He's Dr. Bernardo 2.0. Those of you who don't know, look, this is how much that guy meant. Dr. Bernardo was the star of my I Cure Cancer. This is at the Cancer Control Society back in 2003. So, I mean, I'm a, what they say, once you've reached like a mastery level or something, say like a black belt, which I did fairly young as a martial artist, and just as a kickboxing fighter, it's like they say dancers, it takes 7 years to become a pro. I mean, so I did 10 years pro kickboxing. That's more than a master in one area. So it enlightens you. I learned this years ago. And all you people out there that have done it, you dancers and you martial artists, if you set yourself to a goal, an extreme goal, a 7 to 10 year goal of becoming a master at something, anything, it will enlighten you for the rest of your life. So all you young people out there doing that now, keep doing it. All you parents out there, make sure you get your kids into some sort of, I'm preferable to the whole Gracie Jiu-Jitsu system because they're the ones that brought it to America, and that's where I was studying. And they teach it from a young age that it's not about size, it's about intelligence, and your intelligence should be able to teach you how to make people be nice to you. And you can do that with any kind of martial art, but with the kids, you can get them young. We're going to start our little guy, I think, at 5. Like now, he's going in now. So going to the Rufus Sport Gym in Milwaukee. Rick Rufus's brother, Duke, one of the best and oldest trainers of the game, it has Doofus Sport in Milwaukee. So we're going to be checking that out probably for the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for children. I highly recommend it. They build their own confidence and security, and it works. The thing about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is it works. Girls can do it to big boys if they know it well enough. You don't have to be a big, strong dude to be the toughest on the playground anymore. You just have to have intelligence and how to maneuver your body and their body. It's amazing stuff. So everybody get your kids into some sort of martial art, and I definitely like the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu myself. Let's see, what do we want to do? So this is let me show you what I normally do. I come in here, I check my, this is for my group people. It's a private group. You have to ask to be in here because I don't want you in here if you're a shill or, somebody that's against what we do. If you're coming in here, it's holistic medicine. So, and it's not an oil site, so don't try and sell me a bunch of Rick Simpson oil or whatever. That stuff's great and I love it. Go to Coriella and go to Rick Simpson, go to Phoenix Tears. Those are the ones that can help you out with that stuff. I mean, I know all about it too. If you want to hire me as a coach, I can totally bring you up to speed with that. I know Rick Simpson. He's my friend. Ronnie Smith was a good friend of mine. I still miss that guy. May he rest in peace. Oh, you know what though? I'm not even showing you guys. I thought I'm on Zoom and I'm just learning all this stupid software stuff. I liked it back in the day when I had producers and directors and lighting people and the hair and makeup. That wasn't bad because they were always pretty girls. But doing it all yourself, I hope you appreciate my new set. Okay, I got the lighting here. It seems kind of nice. And I'm even putting a shirt on for a change. That's not easy, let me tell you. It's always warm in here. So I'm trying to get you guys so you can see what I can see, which I thought you were doing the whole time. Here's no more. This is it. Are you guys seeing it? That's okay, so I'm in the Cure Cancer group. You missed that. I basically said hi to or accepted a new person. So that's one of my chores. Daily chores is to go through the people. So let's just go to the group. At the top here, this is for everybody. I hope they read it because this is all you need. You don't even need to get anything after this pinned post. It basically says we're holistic only, no Western medical post, please. We don't need it. If we want Western, we'll go to it. But if you're here with me, we've already said we understand Western isn't the best way to go for degenerative disease. If you're in a emergency situation, you call 911, you got to go to the hospital. I love that place. It saved my life a few times. But you know, for degenerative disease, it's all about your own acidic levels, basically, is what it's come down to. I've been getting some flack lately since I jumped on this whole new program with Robert O. Young. Now, the story between him and I, it's simple. I was just finishing writing this, and I saw an article about this guy, and they threw him in jail. I couldn't believe it. They threw him in jail again. Like 2 or 3 times now they've done it. And the reason is because he cures too many people with cancer. You're not allowed to cure people with cancer. Can you believe that? So anyway, this is the pin post. Everybody gets to really read it. Really read it. I even throw in the alkaline diet, you know. I make this so it's impossible to not get help. If you have no money, you can still get help. I believe in the Santa Claus Island, you know, where the Misfit Toys went to. That's what this is, the Misfit Toys Island, okay? So, and we're here, and it's all about acidity. You just didn't know. We didn't know. I knew through Dr. Bernardo since 2003. See, and this is where you get the proof. The proof of the pudding is in the pudding. I went to Dr. Bernardo right here in 2003. He was at the Cancer Control Society, and I interviewed him. And it's the rest is history. I mean, this one video of mine. This guy right here, this is me. A lot of people don't know this, but I got a shot this morning. And Dr. Bernardo, he's my man. May rest in peace. I miss that guy. But he was all about this pH stuff, and so that's what I made my movie about. That's one of the main scenes in the movie, and I wrote the book, and it's got his protocol in here, which teaches you how to get pH balance. I call it pH balance. It's I guess because some people have too high of pH from their blood cancers, but again, thanks to learning from Robert, it's actually over acidic. If it looks like you're too alkaline, you're over acidic. Your body's throwing alkaline into your interstitial fluids to make it, you know, to save you. Because if the blood pH changes much, you die. It's very, very scary stuff. So, and that's the big argument for anybody that's out there says, "Oh, that pH stuff is garbage." That's some shill started that thought process, and there's a lot of lonely people out there and have nothing better to do. I don't even think a lot of them get paid. I think they have cognitive dissonance and they don't get any of this new stuff. They don't even know that organic milk is better than regular milk, but really no milk is the best unless it's your mother's. Your mother's milk is the only milk we were designed to drink. So we don't want to get too deep into that right now. Let me finish with, oh yeah, so I throw in the alkaline diet right here. And this one is light compared to Robert's. And this is where you get me. I'm Ian Jacklin, not so much the cancer coach anymore. I'm more of a cancer concierge, okay? Because I know so many people, I've been at it for so long that I just know the game. I know what's out there. And everybody has good intentions. Everybody wants to help you cure yourself of cancer. Even in the Western medicine, they know not what they do. They really believe themselves. It's unbelievable what's going on in this world, how well the social engineers engineer society. They're really good at it. They're the best so far. Oh my God. But we've almost beat it thanks to the internet. We're coming out with, this is just called 411, what I'm telling you. It's light, it's information. I'm not trying to change anything about you. I just want you to know. I'm showing you, I'm putting the light on the wall so you can see what's there finally. Okay, so this is the basic anti-cancer diet. It's 80% vegetables and 20% meat or no meat. I mean, you can go plant-based totally or not. Now, again, this is where the concierge bonus you're getting from me, because I've been around so many years. Bernardo was more lackadaisical, and he allowed like some of the stuff here, like the pancakes, buckwheat pancakes, and he will allow organic eggs. That you wouldn't, if you wanted to follow the PH Miracle style, that's not allowed. You're basically allowed oil, green stuff, sunlight, water. It's really hardcore, but you know, it works. The reason why they both worked was because at the end of the day, it's like, how much are you putting into the bank? How much are you taking out? So you think acidic. It's an acidic food. Think of that as taking out your alkalinity, because you love that acidic food. Oh, but stop it. Now you're going to put back in some alkalinity, which with your waters and your greens and your whatever, your good thoughts. And then that's how you learn to balance it. Okay, now if you don't have cancer, like far as I know, I don't. I thought I had one-time prostate cancer. Pretty sure it's all cleared up. None of the symptoms are there anymore, and I just stuck to the natural thing. I didn't do a biopsy because biopsy spread cancer. So I just, when I couldn't control what was going on down there, and I felt like things were wrong, I just went with my instincts and basically acted like I had stage 4 cancer. I don't care what it was. I can't be the way I was anymore, and that's when I went total vegetarian, I think it was. I didn't quite ever hit the vegan thing because I didn't know about eggs back then. I thought eggs were still good. So that was my go-to thing when I gave up all the meat. I still went to the eggs. But thanks to Robert Young, we've learned that he's read the blood. He looks at the blood after you eat certain things and can tell what's going on. And after you eat eggs, it's just horrible. It's like this whole glob comes over and it's like, and it's because it's an egg. It's meant to create life. It's meant to meet with the chicken sperm and create a baby. That's it. It's not meant for us to eat. Okay, so for all you egg freaks out there that got so mad at us on this one of these posts, holy crap! I thought you were gonna, it was the pitchfork and torches coming after us. Unbelievable. Good thing Robert was there with me. Protect me from you guys. You guys did not want to give up your eggs. And I don't blame you. Neither did I. I was so pissed when I found out about eggs. Oh, man. But again, I don't have cancer. So you know what? If there's eggs in the fridge and I'm hungry, I'm eating them. I'm just eating them. Just like if I'm on the road and there's nothing but fast food out there, I'll eat whatever I have to get by. But in general, if you go 80-20, that seems to be the thing. That's what he did. 80-20 back in the day. That's what he did back in the day, 80-20. Damn, I correlate everybody's stories. Like Gerald Clark does with Dr. Jesus and the Bible and all the different books. I do with the different healing techniques. And this was such a godsend to find them both doing the same thing, more or less. I mean, Robert Young has honed his. Bernardo passed away in 2008. So this has been honed and it's down to the money now, man. Oh, I'm on it too. I do the basic supplements, the super chlorophyll and the 4 salts. He instead of taking not table salt, never use table salt, pink salt, pink Himalayan salt, he mixed that with baking soda and a couple other salts to make 4 salts for you. And it gets that, it's your electrical system. It's unbelievable how I was already pretty good. But now with this, my pH is always 8, like way above 7.2. I used to think, that's all you wanted. You didn't want higher. No, if you're actually healthy and you have a high pH, that's fine. If you have leukemia and you're dying and you're on a ton of chemo and you still have a high pH, that's a different high pH. Okay, you don't want that kind of high pH. I'm just learning about this leukemia one too. That's a new game. But I've got the plan down thanks to Dr. Young. We're going to try that one on my nephew. If he can change his ways, that's the trouble. It's a hard protocol. You can't just sit there and take the pill. and go about your life. You got to, you know, change your whole lifestyle, man. And that's what I'm here for, to tell you guys about this stuff. Because I just stumbled upon it over the years. When I was in Hollywood, a friend of mine cured herself of cancer and explained to me. And, you know, to this day, because look at it, we have what? Almost 16,000 members. Yeah, that's good. Because each one of you are going to tell a few of your friends, and they're going to tell a few of their friends. And next thing you know, this is just going to be common knowledge. And the system will change. It will have to. I mean, people are, you know who calls Robert? The Saudi princes, the president of the United States. He's treated two, Obama and Clinton. Robert Young has. Can you, so when you read his wiki, just, you know, when you read his wiki links, that's a badge of honor. WikiLeaks is a Zionist rag, sorry to say. It's, you know, nothing against regular mass Jewish people, but the Zionists that are sort of in charge right now. And without getting off on that topic, because that's another subject that we can address at another time, because we do have to address what's wrong. What's wrong is the wrong people are in charge, and they're called the Illuminati. Let's just be frank. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers are the main two families. You know, if we were playing Dungeons and Dragons, you know, you would just take those two families out and then see who's left and see if they want to be with a part of the program or not. I don't understand how they've run the world for so long, but they have, and that's just the way it is. I think our mass consciousness is just going to erase them. I don't think we ever have to go and actually physically take them out. I think it's not even voting them out anymore. So we're going to think them out. We're going to feel them out. They're just going to be gone. Because you guys right now watching this, you now know you want to treat your cancer without chemo radiation surgery. If you've done any research on my site so far at all, you can't. And it turns out you've got a 70 to 80% chance compared to 3% chance of most chemos. Some of the blood cancers I hear in the States have a 40% success rate. That's their best, is treating chemo. And they only have a 40%. So 60 bullets are still hitting your kid or you, whoever has it, out of the 100. And that's not a good odds. You know, and this pH, once you get a hold of your interstitial fluids from your interstitium, this is all new science you have to look up. If you don't get this yet, it's because you don't know this part yet. And there are peer-reviewed studies from Robert Oyoung talking about this stuff. So what happens, here's how you get cancer, you guys. It's really simple. I finally figured it out scientifically. I've always known it through Bernardo. Everybody before ate hot dogs and cheese and crap when they had cancer, pretty much, right? And then when he put them on the dark green cruciferous vegetables, basically like an 80-20 diet at the worst, at best, 100% plant diet, and all the supplements to get yourself alkaline. And he cured almost everybody that came to him. So that's the way we want to go. I'm going to lose my thought. What was I going to say right there? Good thing this isn't live. I'll probably be too lazy to cut this out, though. Oh, man. Well, we'll just let that thought go. Actually, that'll give me a chance to come back. Good. Okay, take two. Interstitium. Okay, you guys, so the bottom line that I've learned, thanks to Robert Young, and the proof is already in the pudding with Bernardo's patients. I watched them follow this dark cruciferous, high mineral content diet and supplement, and almost everybody I worked with. And then the same thing Robert's reporting, and I'm able to interview him, luckily. Take three. Okay, so basically the reason why you get cancer is the same as what Bernardo always said. You're acidic. It's your fish pond, your fish bowl water is toxic and acidic. and you just need to clean them. And the way and that water is called your interstitial fluids from the interstitium. The interstitium is the new organ that was discovered maybe 40 years ago. That's how long, 30 years ago, that's how long Robert's been studying it. They just recently acknowledged the interstitium, the largest organ in the body, which is no longer the skin, it's the water, the fluid, the stuff, the blood, everything, the fluids in you. The thing that holds the fluids, that's your interstitium. Okay, the interstitial fluids, they reflect what's going on with your life. If you're putting acid in, like acidic foods, junk food, all that sugar and horrible things, dead flesh and milk from another mother that's not even our species. I mean, if you're constantly doing that, you're becoming acidic, and if your blood starts to get that way and it freaks out and your interstitial fluids draws out calcium from your bones or whatever it needs to balance your blood pH to keep it from changing and killing it. So now all of a sudden you've got this garbage floating through your fish tank. Your cellular fluids are filthy. And that's why if you read them on, you can read them the same way you read a fish tank with the pH strips, you're under your tongue or your urine during the day. And it gives you an idea of what those intercellular fluids are. It's not 100%, but it's pretty good. If you want 100%, you can go to Dr. Young's clinic in California, and he's got them, I think, in Europe too. So you can actually be tested to find out your blood. He can test your blood pH. Not too many. I don't think anybody can do that. But for the layman, you just get you check your interstitial fluids with your urine. The first pee in the day is supposed to, that's the most accurate because you'll be most acidic then, so just get an idea where you're at. And then throughout the day, you can check it. And if you're eating correctly, dark cruciferous vegetables and all the salts and the oils and getting the sun, and you're not sweating your thoughts, you're not having acidic thoughts, then you'll see your pH be about 7.2, 7.4 at least. What I would say, this book is for those on the fence that haven't decided yet if they even want to do it holistic. And this is if you're 100%, then this is just going to validate this. Chapter 7 in this is Bernardo, and then this book justifies everything that Bernardo ever said or did. And why I still do what I do. I wouldn't be doing any of this if it didn't work. I want one more film. I want to finish this film with Robert to get this point out. And but the main point of my film is that we know how to cure cancer now. Even better, this is the double whammy. Boom, boom, cancer's curable. Just like I always knew it was as soon as I started researching. The reason why you get cancer is because you're acidic from your thoughts, from your environment, from what you put in your body. If what you're putting in your body is not donating a negative electron, then it's donating a positive or a neutron, and it's neutralizing. And that's not what we want, because it's going to make you acidic. We want you to be alkaline. So in order for you to be an alkaline, that's why this alkaline water is good. There's a couple of idiots out there that said this stuff isn't good. It's not. It's really good. It's the best. And this particular bottle right here, is most people on my channel know about. Robert Young invented this because it alkalizes it, ionizes it, but it also hydrogenizes it. It puts hydrogen, but not regular H2. H2 is what everybody else is selling right now, and that's not donating a negative electron. It's a neutral, so it doesn't do anything. All these expensive machines that I saw them selling, it has to donate the hydrogen gas going in there. It can't be H2. It has to be H negative, or it's not doing it any good. It's just a waste. This is, Robert Young's science. So we want to donate electrons with our food, with our thoughts. So they have to be good thoughts, or you're going to make yourself acidic. Your water. And then oil and sunlight and chlorophyll, the green. Turns out the green is what builds these muscles. I've been pretty much vegan, vegetarian for a year now, and I'm bigger, stronger than I've ever been than I was eating meat all the time. So it turns out the chemistry, it's all about the chemistry, the biology, it's different. Everything's been lied to. We've been lied to about everything, right? The science, the medicine, the religions, everything, the food, the diet. It's all a lie. It's all social engineering to keep you down. To me, it's our test, though. We're idiots for taking it. And now that we're over it, we just got to, again, as our mass consciousness wakes up, maybe that's what's going to happen consciously, too. That's what I'm hoping. So there's no confrontations. We don't ever want to kill anybody. Screw them. Let them rot like everybody else on this planet. Let them live every day they have to. Let them have to eat, have to sleep, and let them work for it too, for a change. So we don't want any violence when all this takes place. But I think it's starting to take place in 2020. My next film is called Space Cadet, and I won't get too much into that one on this channel because I don't want to scare anybody off from the cancer cure, because I'm talking about ETs. But the next one I'm doing is called Space Cadet. So you can imagine what that's like. It's based on the Sitchin work. I haven't researched that yet. The reason why I did that is because I made I Cure Cancer, and this part two, and it's all about who is big pharma, who's the Rockefellers, who's Rothschilds, who runs them. Okay, that's what Space Cadet's about. So that's going to be an interesting film. But we're here for the cancer healing, and it's basically acidosis healing. Is all it is. If you're going to do the chemo radiation surgery, then you got to save yourself from all that and cancer. So I love it when people meet me before they do any of that. And those are the ones that have a 90% success rate or over. I mean, if you're even stage four people can still stop it. Just stop the acidosis. Stop the fact everything's because of the acidosis. The bacteria, the pathogens, all comes from the acidosis. You get cancer because you're acidic, because of what you're eating, thinking, doing. It's bad food, bad thoughts, bad vibes. You're electrical, okay? So we want to fix that, and you do that number one by what you eat and drink. You want to donate electrons. That's why alkaline water is good. Alkaline food is good. Everything that's alkaline thoughts, positive thoughts are good. We want alkaline, alkaline, alkaline. That's it. And you get that through organic food and clean water that donates electrons. Anything that doesn't, that's why I like a banana. A lot of people think bananas are good. They're not, because they donate a proton or something. They don't donate an electron. So they're taking something from you. They're making you acidic. That's why there's so much diabetes in the islands, the Caribbean, where all they do is eat mango and bananas and stuff like that. And then they've adopted the American SAD diet too. And that's why diabetes is so bad there, because it's just, even if it's fruit, it's still sugar. It's not good if it's not donating electron. You're supposed to be eating dark cruciferous vegetables, especially if you have cancer and you want to live. If you're healthy with eating garbage and you feel fine, then whatever. But if you got cancer and you want to get better, you really have to watch your lifestyle. So this interstitium, the largest organ in the body now, larger than the skin, newly recognized, has the interstitial fluids in it, which basically save you, because the blood pH can't change. The saliva pH, the urine pH, that's sort of, it's ready. Good timing. So the interstitial fluids, they balance what's going on in your fluid system. So if your blood starts to change, that's really bad. It will leach calcium from your bones. That's why bone cancer usually follows too, to try and keep your interstitial fluids balanced, your blood balanced. And it'll just keep doing that until it can't anymore, and then it goes to the tissues. And next thing you know, it's inflammation. And then after the inflammation, it's cancer. And if you don't treat that, it's death. So it all started with acidosis. And it took a long time to get acidic. It takes a long time. If you get those pH strips and you test your tongue or your urine to see where it's at, give you an idea. Do it a few times throughout the day, a few different days, give you an idea. If you do that, it'll show you. It'll show you what's going on with you. And catch it now. If it's yellow, it's 5. If you don't have cancer, you're getting it. I had this when I had prostate, when I thought I had prostate cancer. I couldn't hold my urine at all, and there was no infections or anything like that. And I was peeing out and saliva testing 5.5 for months, for so many months. And this is because I wasn't perfect. In my younger years, I partied my face off. I was a hard worker, hard fighter, champion, and then we would go on benders partying, and then whatever. I had a very acidic lifestyle for a while, but I learned to turn it around, just becoming alkaline in every aspect. So I think I pretty much covered that pretty good. Did I hit that one this time? It's your interstitial fluids. They have to balance the acidity that's going on from your mind and everything else. And I feel like I'm missing one part though. Oh yeah, the main part. to get the acid out of your interstitial, clean your interstitial fluids, because they've cleaned whatever, they've done what they've had to do to keep your blood pH balanced, save your life. But now they're full of filth. And if you don't sweat them out or go to the bathroom to get them out, breathe them out, these are the ways of getting rid of the toxins, the acidity, is those 4 methods. That's it. So anybody that has cancer and isn't in a sauna every day sweating is really, I don't know what you're thinking. I mean, I would do that as a wrestler trying to make weight. You got cancer, you're trying to die, get in a sauna. Sure, red light saunas are the best if you can afford them. Infrared, awesome. They heat you from the inside out. But if not, so what? Go, if you're in Brazil and it's hot, go go into the heat and just sweat. You know, go into a wet sauna, any kind of sauna, jacuzzis, hot baths, salt baths are very good too. So that's my major tip for any of you guys right now with struggling with cancer, is to be sweating it out. You should be exercising, working out. You should be Rocky. You should be Rocky. I like that movie. So, I mean, you should always be that way. Right? I guess that's it for now. That's a good little talk for today. A lot of people, whenever you achieve greatness, a lot of people are going to come after you. And that's what's happened. It happened with Dr. Bernardo. It happened with Dr. Young. I'm here to tell you that's all bullshit. These guys are the real deal. They're the heavyweight champions of healing cancer, because they saw Otto Warburg was basically right. They just, you know, tweaked, twisted, whatever. At the end of the day, it came down to diet and supplements that get you alcohol. So a quick tip to everybody is pink salt and baking soda. As long as it's not the kind that has caking additives or aluminum. So basically Bob's Red Mill, from what I understand, is fine. And pink salt every day to get some of the electrical thing going for you. And if you can afford it, Robert's got the 4 salts that our household swears by, and I'm giving to all my personal training people for kickboxing, and my partner who does the rehab for our little boutique gym we have in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We're getting everybody pH Young. That's it. It's a new one. pH by Young, Dr. Young. Anyway, I'll have another show up with him soon. He's like one of my new best friends. He's one of our family members now, basically, because he can back up science-wise everything that I've always had the brawn for. I'm like, yo, there's the cancer cure. Don't shoot the messenger. I found it, really. I was just passing by, and this guy Bernardo was like, here, check this out. So here I am with you, and it's worked. So now we got the double whammy. We got this is what's going on. That's why we featured this on my site. And I let other people say whatever they want here, though, as long as it's not mean or degrading, or you're not a shill trying to sell something, or, you know, because I'm always open to learn new stuff. But right now, get yourself out the line. All right, cheers.